We start with a point.
Hi, it's Rob Bryanton and welcome back the Imagining the 10th Dimension video blog. And today's entry is called The Stream. So Jason has done up another one of our favorite little video feedback effects here, reflecting back into a stream of data that represents me throughout time and space. 2 days ago, I was awakened by a vivid dream. The content was unusual enough that I immediately sat down at my computer and published it as my last blog entry, which was called News from the Future. If you read that entry, you'll have noticed that I omitted the fact that this story had come to me in a dream. Why did I do that? Because I know that there are many out there who have been trained to reject dreams as nothing more than random bits of junk, just the brain sorting through its data. On the other hand, I know that there are regular readers of this blog who completely accept the idea that dream states are plugged into extra-dimensional patterns, alternate realities not part of our own, and in that sense are not that different from the visions a shaman might witness while in an altered state of consciousness. It's possible, too, that both might be equally true, that the brain, in the process of sorting through recently acquired memories, is plugging into memes that exist in the sense that Richard Dawkins meant when he originally coined the term. Memes are information patterns, ideas, or beliefs that exist outside the restrictions of linear time. At the end of that previous entry, I listed some of the recent news articles I'd read in New Scientist and Scientific American, which seemed to connect to my dream, and I also listed some of my blog entries which have played with similar ideas in the past. Clearly, the idea that some unconscious or subconscious part of my mind was fitting all those ideas together is easy to see, regardless of whether you believe in ideas advanced in blog entries like creativity in the quantum universe and our non-local universe, which say that there is now scientific proof that our universe is connected together in ways that transcend the limitations of the fourth dimension. Could there really be a stream of connectedness that our minds are sharing, as Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor proposed in her marvelous book, My Stroke of Insight? I've talked a few times before about Twine.com, the brainchild of Web 3.0 pioneer Nova Spivak. We'll give you a link to a recently published essay of his called Welcome to the Stream, the Next Phase of the Web. In it, he discusses the quandary I presented in News from the Future. As tools like Twitter make the web increasingly fluid, how does an end user make sense of the deluge? How do we filter the sludge out from what we really need? Nova concludes his essay like this. The emergence of the stream is an interesting paradigm shift that may turn out to characterize the next evolution of the web, this coming third decade of the web's development. Even though the underlying data model may be increasingly like a graph or even a semantic graph, the user experience will be increasingly stream-oriented. Whether Twitter or some other app, the web is becoming increasingly stream-like. How will we filter the stream? How will we cope? Whoever can solve those problems first and best is probably going to get rich. Now, dreams of wealth aside, what I find so fascinating about these ideas of convergence and increasingly instantaneous connection across minds is the possibility that technology really could give us some bootstraps to pull ourselves up into a new mode of connectedness. In that sense, what we're talking about could be related to Kurzweil's singularity, just as much as it could be related to Zen Buddhism. And with my own project, getting people to see their underlying connectedness has been a running theme from the beginning. Here's some links to past entries where I've explored these ideas further. TENS, Google and the Expanding Universe. I know you, you know me. You are me and we are all together. Daily Parrying. Where are you? God or the multiverse? And do shamans see other dimensions? Finally, I wanted to mention a new scientific study just published by researchers from UCLA, who used high-resolution MRIs to discover that people who meditate regularly had significantly larger volumes in certain key parts of their brain. Isn't that amazing? That's all for this time around. Next blog entry is going to be called Evolution's Fast Lane. My name's Rob Bryanton. Enjoy the journey.